What local business was hiding something sinister? When I started working at the bakery on 8th, it felt like a lucky break. I was broke, between jobs, and the smell of fresh bread and coffee gave me something to wake up for. The manager, Carla, was sweet, but always a little nervous, jumpy even. She made us keep the front spotless and never let anyone into the back without permission. I thought she was just strict. Then one night, after close, I forgot my phone in the break room. I came back thinking I'd left the lights on, but the whole building was dark. The door was locked. I knocked once, twice, no answer. But I knew someone was inside because I saw shadows moving past the window in the storage area. The weird thing was, the front lights came back on a few seconds later like someone was trying to make it look normal. Carla opened the door, smiling like nothing happened. "Everything okay?" I asked, trying to see behind her. She blocked the view and just said, "Thought you went home. Long day, huh?" That night stuck with me. So I started noticing things. Why we had regular customers who never bought anything, just lingered in the corner for 10 minutes and left. Why deliveries showed up at 3 a.m. instead of the morning, and why the cameras inside never worked, but the ones outside always did. One afternoon, I was cleaning the espresso machine when I heard loud banging coming from the back freezer. Carla rushed past me and snapped, "Stay here, I'll handle it." I asked if she needed help, but she slammed the door behind her and didn't come out for almost 15 minutes. I told my roommate everything. She joked about it being a mob front, but it didn't feel funny. I started taking notes. Dates, names, odd customers. I even copied part of the schedule one day when Carla wasn't looking. The final straw came when a guy in a maintenance uniform came to check the ventilation. We didn't have an appointment, and Carla didn't know who called him. He looked around, climbed up a ladder near the walk-in fridge, and whispered to me as I passed, "You shouldn't be here." I asked him what he meant, but he just packed up and left 5 minutes later. That night, I called a friend whose sister worked in city inspection. She did some digging and told me the business license was for a private kitchen supply vendor, not a bakery. I felt cold all over. I wasn't supposed to be baking bread. I was a cover. I stayed late the next Friday and waited in the back room. When the delivery van pulled in, I watched through the cracks of the storage door. 2 men in black gloves carried in crates marked dry yeast and flour. One of the crates cracked open when it hit the table. Inside were dozens of vials with no labels. I took pictures. My hands were shaking so bad I almost dropped my phone. I sent them to my roommate. She told me to get out right now, but I stayed long enough to watch one of the men pull out a small tray of pills and tuck it into a hollowed-out baguette. That was enough. The next day, I took everything to the police. At first, they looked at me like I was making it up, but once I showed them the photos and told them about the regulars who never ordered, they started to listen. A week later, I came in for my shift and found the place swarmed with undercover officers. They'd staged a fake health inspection. Carla didn't even try to run. She looked relieved, honestly. I overheard her say, "I was just following orders." Turns out the bakery was a cover for a black market pharmacy running experimental enhancement drugs, the kind banned in most countries. The regulars were couriers. The pills were being hidden in bread, pastries, even inside takeout coffee lids. Carla made a deal and got a short sentence.